Well, howdy, folks. How's it going today? I hope everybody's doing really good. Boy, she's been a long day on the old telly build here. It's getting pretty darn close, though. Today I got the neck bolted on, got the pick guard on it, got the pickups all mounted. All the wiring is roughed in where it goes. Uh, I had to also route out here for this little spoke wheel into the body and pick guard to be able to adjust the truss rod, and that's all set to go. I did get this control plate today, and that's really what I want to kind of talk to you guys about a little bit. I got this on eBay, which I'm really digging the black, by the way. I just ordered another one for my old Caster too. I am thinking about putting silver knobs on it just to offset this chrome black thing I got going on. You got black pick guard with chrome screws. Same thing here with the bridge plate pickup. Even the pickups are black with silver magnets. So we'll see. I may change the knobs, I may not. I'm actually going to have to ask the old man what he wants, because I'm giving this guitar to my father. This is my first electric build. But, he was out today, and I worked on a couple of his other acoustics that had some issues and got those straightened out. And he kept, just commenting on the color of this guitar and how much he loved it. So, finally, I told him, I said, well, I'm glad you like it, because it's yours. I'm giving it to you for your birthday. He's got a birthday coming up here, so that's what I'm going to give him. So he didn't want me to, and he's like, geez, it's your first guitar, and, he gave me my first guitar, okay? He also helped me build my first guitar. I'm not sure I told you guys about this, but when I was I don't know, probably 11 or 12 years old, somewhere around there, 10 to 12, we was kind of talking about this, but I ordered this kit from the back of a magazine from the Marina Guitar Company. It was like $150 or something. It was a classical guitar kit, and it came just, flat wood. You had to cut it all out. I had to bend the sides, and I think we had to even shape the neck, maybe fret it. I honestly can't remember the whole thing. I was really young. But my father told me that I did most of it. He, kind of helped and watched over what I was doing, helped me put the neck on and get that all straight. I ended up selling the guitar anyway, but so long story short, like I said, he gave me my first guitar. He's given me a lot of guitars in my lifetime, and still continues to do that. So, I mean, it's the least you can do, right? In my opinion. So he's getting my first build, and I kind of geared this or designed this around that specifically for him. My father loves to play jazz. He loves big chords, big, 6-note chords, Joe Pass kind of stuff. And I figured these humbuckers would be a little darker, and we're gonna put splitters in them too, push pulls on here. So I figured it'd make a nice sounding jazz guitar, which tellies do anyway. But if you put humbuckers in them, it's a whole different animal. So anyway, back to this control plate. That's really what I wanted to go over here a little bit tonight. I bought this on eBay. I can't remember the seller's name now, but there's a bunch of them on there. It was shipped from California, I think. I paid $11.50 for this shipped to my doorstep, and that's loaded with both pots and the switch. Now, the first thing I noticed is how good the switch felt It's not loose. It's nice and tight. It feels like a good American telly switch. The pots are small, but they feel good. I mean, they honestly do. If I wasn't going to do the push pull thing, then I would certainly leave those. Like I said, I ordered another set for my telly, my Pats caster. Now the controls work in it, but I'm gonna show you the difference. Okay, so this is the old relic telly of mine. This is I think this was a Squire Affinity originally. I paid $50 for this. I reliced it. It's been down on the floor a bunch of times. It's been modded too, but all the controls are original. Now, it's got a really cheesy switch in it. I mean, look how much that thing moves. And I'm not easy on this stuff. When I'm playing, it's just that, whatever's gotta happen. I don't try to like gingerly, move the switch in hopes of not breaking it. Whatever's gotta happen's gotta happen. Now the pots still feel pretty good in this. This has got mini pots in it too. They're probably getting a little worn out, but they don't scratch or anything. But, like I said, for $11.50, I'll get a good switch, a couple new pots, and a jack plate. And I think I am going to put a black, not jack plate, control plate on this. Probably stick the old knobs back on. I just dig that black control plate look. Anyway, I digress here, but like I said, this stuff is still functioning great. I've had this guitar for, God, it must be 16, 18 years now. And I play this thing all the time. Still holding up. So anyway, my point was this. This jack plate alone, control plate, why do I keep saying jack plate? This control plate alone, which I was just going to buy the plate because I have push-pull pots to put in here and I have switches, but the plate alone, I think the ones I found was like, I don't know, $7 or $8, maybe $8 or $9 or something like that, just for the plate. And I found this one loaded, like I said, for $11.50. And I was like, I don't really care about, the quality of the controls. I'll probably change them, but for a few more bucks, I'll have a couple new pots and a switch. Somebody comes in and, their guitar's messed up. There you go. Anyway, they're good quality. They feel great. Like I said, a lot of people are down on small pots, but I've used and abused those ones in that Relic Telly over there. And they're small pots and they're still going strong. So, I have guitars that I've owned and played for 35 years and never changed the pots in them. They're still good, So it really isn't a big deal to change a pot anyway. So, even these small ones, I'll run them until they're gone, and then I'll put a good one in there if they go. If they don't, I'll continue to use them. So anyway, what I think I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to use this switch so I can switch back and forth. I like the switch. It's good quality. Like I said, I'm going to change these pots out to some 500K push-pulls. That way I can split this pickup and split this pickup. So that's going to give him a ton of tone variation here. And, I built this thing as rugged as I could possibly do it. I tried to make sure everything was straight as an arrow and tight. The neck pocket's tight. Everything is snug and should have some good, transfer of string vibration here. And I'm hoping this sounds pretty good. Now, weight-wise, This is ash and it's full thickness. The Squire we just looked at is not full thickness. I'm going to say this guitar may weigh a pound more than that. It was shockingly light. It's got a little weight to it, but it feels like a good quality guitar to me. It doesn't feel cheesy and doesn't feel like it's made of styrofoam. It's not the heaviest telly I own, and it's not the lightest. It's kind of in between there. So, really pretty wood. This ash is really nice stuff. There's a lot of things I've learned on this already, this build. Stuff that I will definitely do different, and the quality will be even that much better. I'm happy with the finish and how that all works. I used amber shellac, which is really great stuff. The thing about it is, it's the universal finish. You can spray anything over that shellac, and it won't mess with whatever you're spraying on it. It's de-waxed, so you can spray clear coat over it or whatever. If it's wax shellac, you don't want to do that. It'll like bubble the clear coat and all that. Anyway, the nice thing about shellac, I think, is this: if you get a ding or a scratch in your guitar, you can steam it out or sand it out and wipe some shellac on there and just hit that a couple times with some really light sandpaper, and you won't even know what went down. It'll look just like that again. So anyway, we're getting really close. Now all I need to do here, really, tomorrow, if I get time, is take these pots out. We'll take the control plate off, and I have all the wire and stubbed in here. And I don't need to remove anything here. All the business will be done right here with a soldering iron. Once I get that hooked up and I get the diagram that I'm looking for, I just want to double check and look at a few different ones and make sure I got the color codes right on these pickups. Once I figure that out, the rest of it's pretty simple. And then we should be able to put some strings on this thing and take a ride on it. I'm really excited. I can't wait to hear what this sounds like. It's going to be a really different kind of telecaster. Now, I have a telecaster with two humbuckers in it. It's the custom with the four knobs and all that. This is just a little different, right? And that's what I'm going for. I love telecasters, and yeah, I did copy the Telecaster shape, but I did it because I like Telecasters. That's the only reason, and I have a lot of respect for Leo Fender's design, and it just works. So that's why I went with it. I do plan on maybe making some of my own body shapes and stuff. I am already addicted to building guitars. I haven't even finished this one yet, and I want more. So just a warning, if you guys think about dabbling in this kind of occult building, I shouldn't even say that. It's an addictive building. It's just, I can't even describe how addicted I became to this because, I love guitars, obviously, and I love working on them, but I couldn't wait to make something and correct all the stuff that I repair on a daily basis before it, was assembled. I already knew what I needed to do to make the guitar straight, tight, and just right. Now, I did make some mistakes along the way. Like I said, there's things that I will do differently. This is by no means a loss in any shape or form. It's gonna function. This is gonna be a great guitar for a long time, and it's been just a pleasure to build. And like I said, I'm really stoked to be able to to give this to my father on his birthday. I built him a parts caster on his 74th birthday, I believe. I did a video and, documented some of that. He's going to be 76. So this is what he's getting, the old 76er. Anyway, thanks again for watching, folks. I really do appreciate it. We're going to go over this wiring in depth when I do it. I'll shoot videos. I'll draw out a schematic and show you what's going on. And hopefully it works, right? There's always that. I'm pretty sure I've done the coil split many, many times on guitars, so that shouldn't be a big deal. Like I said, it's really mostly about just figuring out the color codes on the wiring. Once you get that together, it's pretty cut and dry. All right, well, thanks for following me on this journey so far. I really do appreciate all the nice comments and all the support, and also the ideas and tips you guys have been leaving too. Very helpful, and I am certainly appreciative of that. There's things that I forget to say in my videos, and it's tough to like get all your thoughts across and all the different ways you could do certain things when you're actually in the heat of the moment trying to do it on camera and not look like some dumb guy on YouTube, right? Well, anyway, folks, I really do appreciate it. Thank you so very much. And hopefully, we'll be hearing a couple notes out of this maybe before the end of the weekend. I'm going to do my best. And, if nothing comes up major, looks like the weather's going to be kind of crappy in Maine again. Some snow and sleet and rain and whatever. So I may be stuck in the shop tinkering. Anyway, we're getting there. We got to get some strings on it, get it wired up. I got to put some strap buttons in it, and that's pretty much it. And, like I said, it's not perfect, but I'm happy, and I know my father was over the moon, like checking it out today. I could see it. It was like that giddy look in his eye, like, that look. We've all had it. If we had a mirror in the guitar store and we saw that guitar that we really want, and then if you look in the mirror, there's a certain look in your eye. That's what I saw today. So, anyway, there it is. We'll see what it sounds like, hopefully soon enough. I'm pretty hopeful about that, too. I mean, I've used good stuff, and it should sound good. All right, we'll see you guys real soon. Be good. Okie doke.